Okay, thanks everybody for sticking around for the third and final talk tonight. I'm going to be talking about leveling up your agile transformations and overcoming some of the key hurdles that I've experienced, in my experience, going through agile transformations. But first, what does that term actually mean? What does agile transformation mean to you? For some people, it can mean a really exciting opportunity to change, refresh our ways of working, new roles, new ways of doing things. For others, it can mean something else. It can mean bad connotations, maybe with a failed implementation of agile. I was talking with one of our previous clients a couple of weeks ago, and he said, look, Anikh, I know you're here to embed agile ways of working and train us on Scrum, et cetera, but we've been there and done it. It doesn't work here. We've tried that. Agile it's not a thing. It's not going to work. So much so that he hated me actually sort of using that word, agile, all right? I'm sure you've experienced it. In fact, I actually snapped a picture of him just last week, just when I mentioned the word agile. Here he is here. So we've got to maintain the consultancy client confidentiality, so let's call him Samuel for the purposes of this talk. But my name's Anikh. I'm a delivery principal at a company called 101 Ways. We're a product and tech delivery organisation. We've got some colleagues here. I told them not to come, but they decided to turn up. The guy in the cream T-shirt, just don't listen to a word he says. He just will feed you lies about me. I'm joking, but 101 Ways, I've been there for a couple of years. I've done a few years at a few different consultancies and digital, Maytech to name a couple. Started my career at Sky, really learnt my trade there as a Scrum Master and a delivery manager. QR code there, I should mention. Oxford Brooks, how do you know? That was quick scanning. That was really quick. I didn't even mention. Perfect. Yeah, true. Okay, I've been talking too long. Oxford Brooks, excellent. Some alumni here, brilliant. Like I was saying, QR code. Love to have this conversation. Continue the questions and stuff after this talk as well. Feel free to connect, and we can continue the discussion after today. So why are transformations so difficult? For me, it boils down to three kind of key areas. One is that organizations are very uncomfortable with the unknown. They don't know what's about to come their way. They haven't experienced it yet. Very difficult to give up responsibility and relinquish control and delegate some of that authority to their teams. This all lends itself to the fact that the culture shift is very scary and very worrying and very unknown to them. Second reason for me then is a lack of pragmatism. We may have all experienced times when we've gone to organizations or been in organizations where someone has said, all you need to do is safe, and that will solve all your problems. Exactly. Exactly right. But that lack of pragmatism for me is a big issue, where we go in and say, here you go, here's a textbook framework, this is what you've got to use, but actually we need to take pieces of different frameworks and methods and apply them. We'll delve more into that in a second. And number three, then, for me, is that transformations become a project. Leadership will say, and again, the same client that Samuel's at actually was saying, not in these words, but the leadership said, great that you want to transform, go ahead and do it, and just let us know when it's done. It's like, that's not really how this works. You've got to engage with it. But that often happens where leadership are really concerned about end dates, estimates, delivery dates, but we all know what happens when we give evil leadership teams estimates. They do treat them as deadlines. And it's the same with transformations. They'll think about that as an end date, not a continuous evolution or a